All right. I think ChatGPT may have made a terrible mistake when it comes to plugins. If you use ChatGPT plugins, which I still think, even after custom GPTs, ChatGPT with plugins is still, I think, the most powerful thing you can do with ChatGPT. But now there's a huge kink in the process. Not super thrilled about it. So let's talk about that real quick. And if you don't know who I am, don't worry about it. I'll tell you. My name is Jordan Wilson. I'm the host of Everyday AI. We're a daily live stream, podcast, and free daily newsletter helping everyday people learn generative AI and how to actually leverage it. All right. So let's talk about what's going on and what's kind of wrong with ChatGPT plugins. So, first of all, kudos to OpenAI. The new GPTs, custom GPTs, fantastic. The new UI UX is really great. Plugins is suffering. So let's just say something here. So I'm just going to say hi, ChatGPT. All right. So I started a new chat in plugins mode. Pretty cool, right? Design's much better, slick. So at first, when I saw this new kind of rollout, I said, "Oh wait, you can actually change with plugins." So I'm going to say right now, use the browser op plugin to tell me what. And I'm going to put our your everyday website, your everyday AI website is. So right now I'm saying use the browser app plugin to tell me what youreverydayai.com is about. So fantastic, right? Nothing new, nothing crazy here. And then it tells me, okay. So I noticed last week that after you start a chat, you can modify which plugins are in there. So right now I have browser op, something called make a sheet, and speech key. So let's just say I'm going to take out browser op and I'm going to go and turn on web reader. Okay. So now I'm going to use this same thing and it should not work anymore, right? Because I swapped out the plugin, but it's working. So you see that a lot of people saw this happening and they're like, oh, you can, use different plugins in your chats. And in my testing, this has been extremely inconsistent. So as you can see, I just disabled browser op and enabled a different plugin and it didn't work. So now I'm going to go ahead and refresh this URL, and then we're going to try the exact same thing. Okay. So I'm saying use the browser app plugin, and I'm going to put in a new. I'm just going to put in I'm going to put in openai.com. So we'll see now it's still using the browser op plugin. So this is a little problematic because ChatGPT is actually giving you the thought that you can switch. And the weird thing is, at times, it does allow you to switch plugins. And you'll see right here, it's not, even though I swapped this out. Okay, why does this matter, Jordan? Well, let me tell you why. A lot of people have built a lot of very strong, very powerful workflows around plugins. All right, so let me just go to this plugin that I have here. So you can see here, I was testing out different PDF readers, right? Now in this chat, so you can see I was using the chat with PDF. That was the only plugin that I had active in this chat. Now it's no longer active. And by default, it's just using whichever the last three plugins I had active. It's enabling those, right? So I'm going to try again, and I'm going to use this exact same kind of prompt from before, and I'm going to tell it to use which plugin was being used before, which was, let's just double check this here. It was the chat with PDF plugin. So I'm going to say, use the chat with PDF plugin. All right. So let's see if this works and if it's still calling that plugin. It is. So as you can see, this is problematic because at least right now, at the time of me recording this video in November 2023, it is defaulting every single conversation to the last set of plugins you used, even if those are not the plugins being used. And you can see right now it is timing out as well. So to recap, this isn't great, especially if you use a lot of plugins, such as myself. I've realized over the last couple of days, there's actually been a lot of inconsistency with how plugins are working. You can see on my screen here, it just timed out for no particular reason. Now it's saying that it's using an unknown plugin and it's requesting to an unknown plugin. Now it's saying request to chat with PDF, even though it is not showing that as one of my active plugins. You'll see it is not one of my active plugins right now. So long story short, plugins, at least right now, there's some problems. So a lot of people saw the ability to be able to swap your plugins mid-chat as, oh, this is great. And I'll tell you this, it's been working differently over the last 2 weeks. Or over the last week since this new version of ChatGPT was released. Previously, it was showing the correct plugins per chat because I always have different plugins enabled on different chats. And it was allowing me to use the old ones, swap out a new one. Great. And then just recently, over the last day or two, now it's doing this. So I'm not sure what's going on. We're going to continue to keep an eye on this, but I would go in, check your old chats that had different plugins enabled, see if it's still the old plugins or see if you can switch. Is it still working? Let me know. I want to know. All right. I hope this was helpful, even though it's just like, hey, there's some confusion out there, but we always like to talk about it and stay ahead of the game and outsmart the future together. If this was helpful, please subscribe to the channel. Please also go to youreverydayai.com, sign up for the free daily newsletter. We're going to continue to look at this probably at least once a week or more. So make sure to subscribe to this channel because if we get it figured out, we'll let you know right away. So I hope this is helpful. I hope to see you back for another AI in 5. Thanks, y'all.